Right, it's quite small. I might be able to force that slightly bigger. Like so. What button is it on? F5. Okay, that's not that, John. That's bad. Needs to be the correct ratio. Let's turn this off. Cool. That'll do. Might as well be over there. Okay, let's frame that nicely. Yeah, I kind of appreciate some people just go, yeah, everyone's monitors are effectively the same ratio, but let's just do a square. I hope it's the correct... The only problem now is I legitimately don't know. I'm having to guess what makes sense. By the pixel size, I'm going to look for a square and try and keep that square. That looks fine. Okay, we'll do... Let's start. Does it use my controller? No, it doesn't. Okay, let's start. You might have controls inside the game as well. It's a game by Itch.iOdyssey. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. I'm afraid I stopped singing there. Or, thankfully I stopped singing there. Probably the more appropriate response. Oh, I think it's just keyboard. What a sleepy boy. I thought you were going to sleep all day. Cooled out. Wouldn't that be a shame? Today's a special day. Do you know why? It's another day I can spend with you. We're going to do lots of things today, but first... You'd better get up. I won't be able to move my legs anymore. Phew! I've been sitting way too long. Better pick up the pace. Race you home, Squirt. Oh, you can't just let... Okay. Oh, dare I press these buttons? Okay, we'll go with that. I am slightly in the way of... I'm going to put myself on the other side. Okay, we all had a hell of a time doing that. Okay, ZX. Awesome. F12 will reset the game. Okay. I'm using the arrow keys. It didn't tell me the arrow keys, but... sticking items. It's a lot. It's quite a lot. Hang on, no, I need to look at my imagination. And I need to start the timer. Like so. I have no imagination. I'll stop playing this. Sorry, I'm not going to stop playing it. I mean, I'll stop faffing. Suspect this was made with Game Maker. I wouldn't be here if Mum didn't guilt me into it. Don't look at me like that. I'm hitting the weights after this. You should too, punk. Right. Crystal over there. Hello, Jimmy. Did you know that polyacarine crystals took several millennia to exacerbate? No, I didn't know that. And who knows how long for one this size? Yet this one seems to be supported on this newly formed cloud bridge. I'll have to add this to my notes. See you. I do appreciate my gamer powers. I think it was Undertale. I just wanted to play Undertale full screen. And so I just found a program and went, I don't care what screen size you say you want, I'm doing it full. Yes. Okay, I didn't win the race. Let's have a look at this doghouse. That's just a menu bar jump. What a slowpoke! It's a Pokemon. No it's not, is it? It's a Slowpoke. I don't know who Graham Garden is. You're lucky... who Andrew looks like. Your lucky second find is a cake? How does that sound? Oh! Before I forgot... So there's no way to do oh ho 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 unless you're Santa or being incredibly creepy. Did your father say anything about the new doghouse? No? I guess it's a surprise for all of us. I've always wanted a dog, but you know how much Buck hates them. And your father's allergic to them. And cats, dust bunnies, pollen, shellfish, sailfish, and cedar. Well, most everything, really. Maybe he's on some new medication. If we're getting a dog, you better think of a cool name. I think the best name for a dog is Sparkles. I'll let you think it over. How about that cake? I was going to explore downwards. Wait right there, and I'll get cracking on that cake. Oh, there they are. There's Lars. Ooh, hot out. Oh, honey bear. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Did you already have a dog picked out, or can we get one as a family? I want Sparkles to be a big fluffy one. As much as I enjoy your minor calculations, Lemon Drop, I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't build the doghouse? What doghouse? You know, I'm allergic to carpentry. The one right outside our front door. Oh, didn't see it. Must have been thinking about something. I love how absent-minded you can get, sugar kisses. How about you head to our room and get ready for some adult fun time? Gross. Ahem. If you excuse me. Baby, I want you to make your favourite cake, but I'm all out of honey. I normally don't ask you to do stuff like this, but you've been getting stronger lately, and I know I can count on you. Ah. It's true. One day, Buck, Jimmy might be stronger than you. Yeah, right. Ooh, one of the goodies. I am a little young. The only goodie I know is Bill Oddie. Because he ascended Goody. Is he a Goody? I might be thinking of someone else. He's the grumpiest Gus. Maybe the grumpiest Gus I've ever met. Your father and I had long talks about changing his name to Gus, let me tell you. Jimmy, I need you to be a big boy and get some Buddy Bee honey. I think it's very loud today. I'm actually going to turn this game down, which is something I should have done ages ago. So it's not constantly in the yellow. Okay, lovely. I'm going to go get some honey. It's a long journey, and I know it's hard sometimes. I know I can count on you, because you're smart and kind of tough. And if things get too hairy, your big brother Buck will be right there to help out. So, I was discussing specifically with you before, one person who's currently watching me, about things having too much lore at the beginning. And yes, yeah, like, I kind of want the game to have started a little bit more before introducing... I know, like, even the family, which is... and it's not a lot, but... yeah, just tell me what's cool about your game. I get that it's going to go somewhere because it's called Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. But I'm having to exercise restraint in not skipping this dialogue. I need to... Buck, you listen up. Your brother is still growing up. Might be small now, We're just going to work and work and work, because that's the kind of person he is. Like the last time we played, the last game we played had very, very nice art, so it could afford to dwell on conversation. Also, it was a game about conversation, so like that was the thing of that game. But like, yeah. But right now, he needs your help. I'm not going. Alright, Jimmy helps you clean your room first. You know, like I asked you to do weeks ago, and after you left those plates in there for so long that there's things growing in there. Fine. I thought you'd see things my way. Here, Jimmy, I made you a snack in case you get hungry. I got it. It's ants on a log. What a baby. And you know how cranky you can get when you're hungry, Buck, so here's a protein-packed superfood for you. It's ants on a log. What about Lars? What? I like Lars's Hawaiian shirt. Alright, I'll go to the stupid beehive and get some stupid honey for stupid bees. But you better pull your own weight. Give me a sec, Jimbo. Maybe we'll play games later. I snagged a near mint copy of Cyborg Ninja Street Force Brawlers online the other day. Okay, so that's like that cat Pokemon that sits in the way of things. Kitchen. Because I'm worried I'm not going to get to a game in half an hour. Okay, the buttons don't do anything. Well, you heard, Mum. Get to work. It seems to be growing from something. Do you want to smell it? Yes! Ah! It smells like old garbage and gym shoes. Do you want to touch it? Yes! Uh-oh. He didn't seem to like that. Snorlax. Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. So I'm just going to enjoy the song for a bit. Right. Let's find. Okay, I have nothing in my imagination. It's a revolting blob! Oh, I've got Nerd Bash. Bully. What's the game I played? The one that everyone's played. I'm going to turn the sound down a little bit more on mine. So unfortunately, every modern game that wants to copy Mother and Undertale has to compete with Undertale, obviously. And oh, it's a girl's name. I've forgotten what the game's called now. But yeah, that game. So anytime I play something like this, it's just going to be, is it as good as that game? Might like, because the style's so similar, it's just going to be unfairly compared. What's it called? That doesn't matter now. No, I'm gonna game based on Mother. I should say Earthbound, shouldn't I? Earthbound. Right. Give me a second. Oh. Lisa the Painful, that's the one. Okay. Yes. So anytime I play something like this, I'm going to be thinking of, is it as good as Lisa the Painful? And it might be. Anyway. Do I want to hurt its feelings? I don't want to hurt its feelings, no. Let's just bully it. Okay. I can't control my actions, but I only want to do damage anyway, so attack plus 50%. He psyched himself up. Okay, so it's got jokes at the top there, but it flies past. I didn't have time to actually read what it said. So recently I've started playing Final Fantasy 1. So I'm covering... Oh yeah, sorry. I'm covering up with my face as well. Imagination guard. I'll put myself briefly on this side. So you can see. Hang on. I've got to click on the game. So he's got nothing. Jimmy has no options. He must attack. Oh, and Buck currently has no options as well. We counted. But yeah, it could do with holding those symbols on the screen a little bit longer. Buck is still angry, so I just have no options right now. But yeah, Final Fantasy 1. Now, Final Fantasy 1 was made before any of this, so it can get away with being a little dry, let's say. The cursor on the screen. But yeah, this has more buttons than the start of Final Fantasy 1. Jimmy imagines himself in school. He doesn't look at himself today. He looks like a big green gross blob. He doesn't care. He's happy this way. He's making fart noises by pushing his slime around. The teacher stopped talking and is staring at him. Jimmy doesn't care. Thinks it's hilarious. The other kids are laughing too. This makes Jimmy really happy. The teacher is asking him to leave for being disruptive. When Jimmy gets up, he rips one for real. Oh man, it's ripe. The room is soon filled with toxic gas. The children are clambering on the door. The teacher is screaming. The wallpaper begins to peel. Jimmy belches out a laugh and goes to play outside with his friends, but no one will get near him anymore. Jimmy finds a nice cozy hole in a tree and squeezes inside. There you go, some, what's that, ASMR? Jimmy can now turn into a revolting blob! As a revolting blob, Jimmy can utilize the power of being universally hated to force monsters to fight him. He can also squeeze into tight spaces that he would otherwise wouldn't be able to. Hey friends, information guy here. You might be asking yourself, why would Jimmy want to turn into that? Well, let me tell you something, Buster. There are tons worse things that one could turn into. Like a bug, or a doorstop, or stray hair that falls under your shirt and makes your back itch. But that's not important. Let's talk about Jimmy. Jimmy has the power of empathy. Ooh, a theme of tonight's game so far. This means he can feel the way other things feel, including that poor revolting blob you just walloped. Jimmy can now access the imagination section of the menu. There you can equip skills that you learn from winning battles and gaining experience. In addition to regular experience points, you'll gain imagination experience for whichever form you finish your battle with. By leveling each of Jimmy's forms, you'll gain abilities that you can equip in the imagination in the menu. Most of the skill equipment slots can only be used in Jimmy's normal form, but skills equipped to the starred slots can be used no matter what Jimmy is transformed into. Shut up, nerd! Jimmy can also use field actions when he's transformed. How do you do it? It's easy! Just press the field action button, which is A. You can change the controls and other options by pressing F1. If you want to transform into a different form, just call up the transformation ring, default S, and you can change into any of Jimmy's forms. Right now Jimmy only has 2 forms, but this is just the start of your adventure. Imagine all the fun things you can be. You'll have a jowl-jiggling good time. Jowl-jiggling? Now that's a good compound adjective. My dad used to make fun of me for liking compound adjectives so much, but if we're being candid here, he was a head-scratchingly bad father. There you go. I appreciate it. Took a long time to get to it, but you made a joke there again. He's been talking for a while as well, information guy. The truth is, I'm the kind of guy who just likes a good hyphen, and he never accepted that part of me. That's okay. Sometimes we've got to be bullheaded and rock-trapped river we call life. What about you? Do you like hyphens? Or do you call them dashes? I'm a hyphen kind of guy myself, but I'm not about to fault you for being a dash man. So yes, this game could do with, because what it did there is it ended on the hyphenated phrase, which was lovely, and then it continued talking for a while. Which, yes, this is the person that could do with an editor that just cut out like 10% of the dialogue in this game, just so it's crisp. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. It's very easy to do this with other people's games. Never my own stuff. Dare you mock my own stuff? All the words in my own stuff are needed. Yes, yeah. It's considerably easier to do that looking at other people's stuff, which I guess is why people need editors in the first place. Didn't see you there. Do you have any strong opinions on punctuation? The sound has actually been pretty good in this game. No, I would not like you to repeat that. Right, so. Cool. Oh, so I can get things to hit me. Oh, that's interesting. Sorry, I need to level up to get those. Okay, fair enough. Holy. I don't know how I changed from the Rotten Blood, but I don't have any other things. Do I have the ability to save? Not in this place, I don't. Did I actually try and tidy up the room? The thing I was apparently trying to do. Don't touch my stuff. It's an open window. What? Okay, I'm somewhat confused, but I guess I just went in there to get that ability. Oh, let's fight me. Okay, let's just investigate. Yeah, so when I say I like the sound effects, I guess it's the sense of timing he has with them, or she, I don't know who made this. I say. Wrong button. Ah, why would... Cool. I'm gonna fight. Oh, it's Cumulus and Nimbus. I guess I should fight the Nimbus first. Oh, I do have these abilities. Damage him and lower their agility. Well, I better do that to the Nimbus. Nerd Bash. 2-turn combo. Utilize your brawn to hide your slow self-esteem. Sure, I'll do the same. Okay, so one thing I should probably mention is because I learned to program following this guy called Sean, and he has this one thing, it's a pet peeve of his. All his fans call it mixels. He's not actually keen on that phrase at all. But it's when it's not specifically that the pixel sizes are different. It's that there's jarringly different styles of art, basically. So one of the things is all this writing has an anti-aliasing effect on, which is hurting the game's art style. Like, the art style of the monsters and that background is fine, but like especially down here where it says HBMP, it just looks weirdly blurry next to all these crisp things right here. And this is just smaller and more graphically impressive than everything around it, and it just, yeah. Let's nerd bash this Cumulus here. Okay. Waver your gelatinous body temptingly. It's gonna attack normally. Okay. Cool. Set again. Lovely. Ah, okay. So it's just fights of anyone. Who am I fighting this time? Wendy. Ah, let's do it in rage. Phlegm. Ooh. Noticing strange punctuation marks lately. You see a red exclamation point, it means an enemy encounter is unavoidable. However, you see a green exclamation point, and your level is too high. What is high enough to avoid the encounter. You cannot be serious. Sorry, I am. So somebody might watch this in the future, so I should ever explain. Wendy, well-spoken rambler, said thought their name would be Sirius. Anyway, I have to get used to talking and reading at the same time. If you see a green exclamation point, boo, no. If you see a green exclamation point, then your level is high enough to avoid the encounter. Press the cancel button. Okay, I sort of skipped through that. Cool. I was startled. So, I've not been playing massively tactically so far. Just throwing signal for flame because it does damage. But I am quite low on health. He's got a counter. So I might want to go back and see if it's possible to heal or sleep or something. So, Mr. Jency's exit. Ooh, who's this? Eddie. Can we run away? Right. So I still don't actually know what I'm trying to achieve. Or if it's can I sleep? Can I rest up? Can I get my health back? Maybe a human needs to be active first. Maybe not, but like I'm low on health and I don't know what to do about it. Maybe just use items, but like... Okay. Oh, I can get snacks off him. Okay. Maybe. Just use the items then. Oh, that'll do. Okay. I'll play this for a little bit longer. I think we get the general point. But, yeah. Fresh. Don't know what the fresh thing's all about. Well, you... I'll start already. Be a blob. Always sticking with them. Yeah, these are going in for some wind. We're doing quite well. Hey Jimmy, don't mean to pry, but you're using your transformations on you, remember? Floating blob can squeeze into tight places. Okay. I get it. Sparkles! I've got some Moxie points and a Cloud Sundae. Cool. There's a frog. No, I do that. He doesn't have any Moxie left. Oh, my tea, my cup of tea. Okay. One of the things Final Fantasy has, and it has it in Final Fantasy 1, is a thing called memory. And what memory does is it remembers the last command you did. So if you're just jamming on the confirm button, you can repeat the last term. What a catastrophe! Some angry looking men have blocked the bridge and there's nothing we can do. It's what I'd be saying if I weren't so marvellous. Wahahaha! I've already concocted a marvellous plan that can't possibly fail. However, I'm afraid I've lost an integral part of my plan on the way down here. If you happen to come across free balloons, make sure to bring them here. Right, so we have a quest now, but it is 30 minutes. Well, let's see if we can find... There's a balloon. Hang on, how did I fail at doing this? Aw, who's this? Spuff. Why am I attacking the wind? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I'm not sure I should have done that. I feel bad. It's blue blue. No, we were unable to escape. Right. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get across that bridge, and there's been a curse on the screen for a while. But we're going to sit on this rainbow. It's nice and comfortable. Save our game. That's saved. Oh, it is. Cool. And we're going to quickly look what the next game is. I'm going to exit this game now. Like so. To the title first. Yeah, I think there's a pulsating mass in there somewhere. I'm just going to quickly look what the next game is. Then I'm going to decide if I'm actually doing this anymore for the rest of the night. Right, we are here to talk about Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. A full-length RPG about childhood, family, dreams and nightmares. So my biggest... it's obviously inspired by Earthbound, right? And probably nowadays by Undertale. And obviously... I mentioned this during the video, but maybe you skip the video right to this very end. Because I had a friend tell me the other day about, like, because I'm making my own computer game and I made the mistake of accidentally including essentially what's lore in my tutorials. It's not how I thought about it when I wrote them, but I guess it just made it unreadable. And what this game did is it spent 5 minutes talking about like a kind of a normal family situation, but which isn't that engaging as a computer game. And I was just like, tell me what's special about you. And Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass has something special about it. And it has this mechanic. It has this kind of switching mechanic. So first things first, I kind of wish it got there much faster. I'm gonna... I don't know what to draw for this. I should draw a blob. That's what I should do. I don't have green, which would be a great colour. But I do have... It's lots of clouds, isn't it? Let's make it a blue sky. Purple sky, and let's have clouds. Oh, so many clouds. We're going to want some land mass first, aren't we? Some land mass. And some sort of pink buildings, I guess they were. On there. And there off in the distance. Maybe there's like a pink thing here, I don't know. And then we do clouds. Yeah, sure, why not? It looks terrible at the moment, but... So the gimmick seemed interesting enough. The RPG seemed interesting enough. Like, the problem with all these sorts of RPGs is, yeah, they're going to... Not Undertale, necessarily. But more Lisa, which is very good and starts very quickly. Whereas this... I wasn't really using half the abilities because I didn't seem to need to. And it's sort of like... It actually sort of arguably gave me too much in the way of abilities. Like, pacing is difficult as well. But I can sort of see the game being interesting. I do like the idea of switching the two forms. But that is just not an idea. What is this? What is this? What is this? I'm going to write the word fresh. Because that's what this game says. It does it every time it loads. I think it's going to give this an identity that I couldn't give it by just trying to draw fresh. There we go. This is... Let's try and get that to fit the screen, eh? Try again. Oh, that's as apparently as far back as it goes. Fresh.
this is, of course, Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. Like, a name like that, it's going somewhere, right? I get that. It's gonna get weird. And it's inspired by weird games. And I think it's done well. But I think especially for a game like this, its first impressions is really important. I didn't quite nail it. I'm wondering why. I guess the world just didn't grab me. I don't know why they did it really mundane, and then like there was some broad comedy, and then they introduced the kind of blob thing, and it's all his imagination. Like, I don't know. I feel like that needed to be sanded down to a kind of fine sheen, if that makes any sense. There's something about it. I feel like if I could have got a bit further and it was a bit faster at doing it, then the game was interesting enough to pull me in. All I can do is I can say, like, there's some weird Zelda-likes I just really enjoyed on this list. And I didn't enjoy this as much as them for some reason. Anyway, that's my gate, so I'm going to have to crash and let you go.
That was Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. Our next game is Task Force Campus, a classic shoot 'em up on steroids. Bit of a what's it called? John, word. What's the word, John? Word, John. Cliche. That's the one. Thank you. But it's Cassiopeia. Let's have a look at this. Oh wow, it looks good though. If it's a bit, it might be a bit overly colourful. I know there might be issues with that potentially. But Task Force Campus is inspired by the golden age of Japanese shmups and adds new mechanics, randomly generated levels, and handcrafted bosses. It's an endless loop. You can finish it, but also find the way to continue past the ending, get the highest score. That's Task Force Campus. Cool, looking forward to that. Oh, look at that, it's a crab. Is it a lobster or a crab? It's one of the two. It's some kind of lobstrosity. Yes, that to look forward to. Right. Crab, thank you. Right.